Good morning and welcome back. It's 4:46 here. Our Wednesday is looking like a warm, humid one with a breeze out of the east. The chance of rain today is looking lower than it has been, but still a few showers are possible. So let's start with an hour by hour. You can see some showers passing through at times. Certainly breezy east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Our chance of rain is going to stay on the lower side the next couple of days, but it's not zero. I do think we see a couple showers here and there, but as our disturbance in the Gulf pulls away, it's taking the moisture with it. So still looks like our center of circulation is going to move into Mexico later tonight, but the impacts are being felt well away from the center up the Texas coast. Tropical storm warnings. In fact, we have tropical storm warnings about 20 to 30 miles off of our coast of Terrebonne Parish. So just because the center is hundreds of miles away doesn't mean the impacts aren't felt a little bit closer to home. Overall, these are still more indirect impacts. The biggest threat is going to be for Texas later on as we see heavy rain south of Houston down the Texas coast, and then eventually that moisture is going to travel into Mexico, and that's not a bad thing. They've had severe drought, they've had wildfires. They need the rainfall. This is impressive. This really isn't truly a tropical system right now. It's got tropical moisture with it, but it is an area of low pressure that's got a big wind field. I mean a giant wind field. Those tropical storm force winds of at least 40 miles an hour extend over 600 miles. That's half of the Gulf of Mexico. So the center of circulation is down here, but we're seeing those 40-mile-per-hour winds nearly all the way to the Louisiana coast. So that's why we are so breezy, and we are going to stay breezy today, even though the rain chances are pulling away. So there's your broad circulation. May get a name, it may not at this point. It doesn't really matter. The impacts are going to be the same, with heavy rain being an issue for Texas and Mexico. Showers are going to be more isolated here, but still a few wraparound showers into tomorrow as that moisture moves away. Our bigger impacts are along the coast. We have had some high tide problems causing some coastal flooding. Had reports of some low-lying roads that have been flooded, especially in eastern St. Bernard and Hancock counties, maybe also down into the Lake Catherine area, the Wrigley's area, and out past Venetian Isles. The water is certainly running higher, 2 to 4 feet, maybe even 3 to 4 feet here for those areas. The lake and down here into the west bank of Plaquemines and up into Barataria Bay and Terrebonne Bay, your water is running 1 to 2 feet higher than normal. So here are what your tides are going to look like today. Today's going to be the worst of the coastal flooding, it looks like. High tide for Grand Isle is at 8 a.m., 1 to 2 feet above normal there. Hancock County, your high tide is around 10 a.m. That's when your water will be at its highest, 2 to 4 feet above normal. Lake Borgne, we're talking the Shell Beach, Wyclowski, Hopedale area. Your high tide is around noon. That's when water will be 2 to 4 feet above normal. And then in Lake Pontchartrain, east or the west side of the lake here, 1 to 2 p.m. high tide, and it'll be higher there on the on the eastern side of the lake. So our winds are going to stay strong today, but they'll start to settle some into the end of the week, and that'll help our tides start to come on down. So there's our first plume of moisture traveling into Mexico. What we're going to be watching next is another plume of moisture by this weekend. Steering patterns look the same. It looks like it may miss us for the most part. We'll watch it, but right now, no big tropical concerns in our local forecast. So watching for a few showers, maybe rumble of thunder the next couple of days, but we're going to trade this tropical moisture for more normal weather. It will be hot. It will be humid for the upcoming weekend with only a 20% chance of rain. Brandon?